This is News live on GBC News and GTV. Hello, good afternoon. You're welcome to the news. I'm Siyoko Kwakutre. The Ghana National Fire Service has stepped up efforts at improving on safety at fuel and gas stations across the country. This is to improve on safety consciousness of attendants and the public. By this, the Asante Achim Central Municipal Command of the Ghana National Fire Service has begun the safety campaign at fuel and gas retail outlets across the 4 municipal and districts within its operational areas.
Fire safety education and awareness campaign by the Ghana National Fire Service started about 2 months ago. The campaign is to help minimize the rate of fire outbreaks, particularly at the fuel and gas stations in the Asante Achim Central Municipality, Asante Achim North, Asante Achim South, and Bosumifreho districts. More than 50 fuel station managers and gas station operators were taken through various theories on fire safety and hands-on approach in handling fire outbreaks, including the use of fire extinguishers. The Deputy Operations Officer at the Konongo Fire Service Station, ADO2, Anthony Kobna Barnes, advised fuel and gas pump attendants and the public to comply strictly with fire safety precautions at the retail outlets. The Konongo Municipal Fire Commander, DO3 Richard Aweso, expressed worry over the increased rate of road crashes on Kumasi-Accra Highway, which has claimed many lives. He asked all to be safety conscious. Participants were grateful to the Ghana National Fire Service for taking them through the safety exercise.
Discrepancies in the cost for shipping lines is a major challenge affecting the operations of customs house clearing agents at the country's ports. At an annual general meeting of the Association of Customs House Agents Ghana, the Deputy Minister for Trade and Industry, Madame Dokwa Esiameje, said the government will continue its digitalization drive to facilitate trade, especially in the maritime sector, to maximize revenue for the state.
Over the past years, the government has embarked on a massive digitalization drive for the economy. The digitalization of various government services has curbed corruption and thus increased the government's revenue. It has also helped in providing government reliable data for planning and decision making. One major area that has benefited from the digital drive is the maritime sector, with the introduction of paperless and a single window system of clearing goods. The Association of Customs House Agents have been key in the utilization of the port system for clearing of goods since 2016, when it came into existence. With a current membership of 85 corporate members, the Customs House clearing agents gathered to take stock of their activities over the years and also plan for the coming year. Having used the paperless system for 2017 and the integrated customs management systems, the Customs House clearing agents say the system has improved port operations in the country. The Deputy Commissioner of Customs in charge of suspend regimes, Mr. Emmanuel Ohene, commended the effective collaboration between the Customs House clearing agents and the GRA. The Deputy Minister for Trade and Industry, Madame Dokwa Esiameje, said all government policies and programs are targeted at improving livelihoods. She said the digitalization drive in the maritime sector is to facilitate trade and also ensure the protection of government revenue.
I would like to assure you that the government of Ghana, through the Ministry of Trade and Industry, will continue to collaborate with ACHA to facilitate trade to the benefits of the government, the private sector, and the final consumer.
The acting president of the Association of Customs House Agents Ghana, Mr. Yao Che, said that Customs House agents are happy with the innovation so far, but asked that government intervene in the discrepancies in the cost of shipping lines.
One particular shipping line will be using 6.5 as the rate of exchange. Another one will be using maybe 6 or even 5.8 as the rate of exchange. Why? We are the same environment, the same way that they are doing it. We are saying that why should one be charging so much and reaching the rate of exchange which is so low, and one is using another rate of which is so high? The government or the Ghana Shippers Authority should be able to bring them to order for them to at least to be at the same level. When they raise invoices for the same work doing, one will be charging maybe as much as 20-30% higher than the other. What should be the reason? It's the same work that they are doing. We are serving the same importers.
The association believes that digitalization of the customs process is a critical tool for revenue maximization.
The Western North Police Command has arrested 3 notorious armed robbers at Kwao in the Enchi district of the Western North region. The suspects Abu Ribbon, Elias Aile Baku, Kwabnabrin 2 and Isaac Ayin were arrested through intelligence operation. The suspects were arrested while they were in the process of fortifying themselves with what is believed to be the blood of a fowl at their hideout in preparation for another operation. A search conducted on them at their hideout led to the retrieval of 2 pump-action guns, 18 live A3 cartridges, 1 sharpened machete, 1 knife and 1 cleaver. The 3 suspects will be put before court to face the full rigors of the law. In a statement, the police administration commends the Western North Regional Command, particularly the Enchi District Commander and his personnel, for the commitment they continue to demonstrate in this regard. The statement further assures the public that it will continue to work hard to protect them and their properties while making life uncomfortable for criminals. The National Council of Zongo Chiefs has initiated moves for the construction of a senior high school and a nursing training college in Accra. The council is seeking support from Zongo Development Fund for the project. The public relations officer of the National Council of Zongo Chiefs, Alhaji Moro Babaisa, indicated that since the establishment of the fund by the NPP government, they have seen a lot of development projects across the Zongo communities in Ghana. Alhaji Moro Isa made the statement when the National Council of Zongo Chiefs presented a proposal for a support from the fund.
The Zongo Development Fund is a quasi-government agency under the erstwhile Ministry of Inner Cities and Zongo Development. The fund has given opportunities to Zongo dwellers to better their lot as they contribute to national development. The fund has facilitated the construction of a number of projects nationwide. The visit was to, among others, strengthen the bond between the Zongo chiefs and management of the fund. The council commended the CEO of the Zongo Development Fund, Alhaji Suleiman Arafat Abdullahi, for spearheading development projects in Zongo communities. They also expressed gratitude to President Akufo-Addo and his vice, Dr. Baumia. The public relations officer of the eminent chiefs, Alhaji Muru Babaisa, who spoke on their behalf, noted that the education of the youth in Zongo communities, the enhancement of skills, peace building and access to gainful employment remain key priorities. The council therefore presented a proposal for support for the construction of a senior high school and a nursing training college at Ashifla in the Greater Accra region. It also presented the land documents and architectural drawings to the management of the fund.
You look at the population of Accra, Newtown, Nima, Mamubi, all of that. There's no senior high school within this community. But when you come to Nima, with the largest population, there's no senior high school.
The CEO of the Zongo Development Fund, Alhaji Suleiman Arafat Abdullahi, commended the council for its foresight and initiative. He indicated that the fund is in the process of constructing 3 model senior high schools this year and assured them that their request will be given serious consideration.
The purpose for which you are here borders on education. Having started something on your own, it means you even started the project before we thought of constructing model senior high schools. That is a commendable effort, and whatever we need to do as a fund established for the Zongo people to make sure that what we've started will get to its final destination, we will do that.
The National Council of Zongo Chiefs is the umbrella organization of chiefs from Zongo communities throughout Ghana.
The government has signed a memorandum of understanding with the government of Japan for technical assistance from some UN agencies to improve upon the production of rice in Ghana. The $4 million project seeks to ensure food security and provide jobs for farmers in selected areas of the country. Report by Gifty Ajay.
Rice is an important commodity in Ghana. The main rice-growing regions in Ghana include Volta and the regions of the north. This staple food and cash crop has over the years seen a steady rise in the consumption rate due to population increase and changes in consumer preferences. However, multiple challenges across the rice value chain are holding back the full potential of this sector towards food security and employment. To help address some of the problems associated with the rice value chain, the government of Japan, through Japan's embassy in Ghana on Friday, signed an agreement with the government of Ghana through the Ministry of Food and Agriculture to ensure that the problem of post-harvest losses especially are reduced drastically. A Deputy Minister for Agriculture in charge of crops, Mr. Yao Frimpong Ado, who initialed on behalf of the government of Ghana, spoke about the timeliness of the partnership, especially when globally countries are having issues in terms of food sufficiency, a situation which has partly been attributed to factors including the outbreak of COVID-19.
This UNIDO Technical Assistance Project has come at the right time to support the promotion of technological modernization and upgrade of rice value chain.
Japan's ambassador to Ghana, in an interview with GBC News, was hopeful that the project will bring about the needed result.
Ghana is very much depending on import of rice for the time being, and we wish to reduce the amount of import from abroad, then increase the own production of rice.
The United Nations Industrial Development Organization, as part of the project, is to provide the technical support. According to the UN Resident Coordinator, Mr. Charles Paul Abani, there is a huge market for local rice farmers. Mr. Abani says Ghanaian rice farmers are currently feeding only 40% of the population. Areas to benefit from the project are part of the Volta and the Ashanti regions. Reporting for GBC News, Gifty Ajay, Accra.
The Medical and Dental Council has introduced a number of reforms to ensure professionalism among practitioners while protecting patients. The reforms, among other things, seek to provide easy identification of the practitioner and a specialist register to ensure that practitioners do not indulge in practices outside their areas of competence. These were disclosed at the induction of 450 medical doctors and dentists who constitute the 2021 batch. A report by Sarah Fori.
I promise to hold in high esteem.
The newly qualified doctors and dentists are from the University of Ghana Medical and Dental Schools, the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, School of Medicine and Dentistry, University of Development Studies, School of Medicine and Health Sciences, and foreign-trained doctors who passed the Council's registration examination.
Your transition from yesterday's students to professionals today implies that human lives are now being directly entrusted in your care. In that is, What this means is that from today, a greater responsibility in the care of patients will be laid at your feet as you take the role of frontline professionals. This role literally includes the responsibility to decide between life and death.
Administering the Hippocratic Oath, the chairman of the Medical and Dental Council, Professor Paul Nyame, entreated the graduates not to cease learning and practice within the remit of their competence.
You must never stop learning. Once you stop learning, you cease being a doctor. Practice within the limits of your skills and competence. There are too many cowboys going around doing things they shouldn't be doing. Avoid avarice and thirst for glory, and never at the expense of the reputation of your colleagues. Confidentiality in the handling of information about patients and clients is very important, especially in this age of social media.
The Deputy Minister for Health, Mr. Mahama Seini, described as unacceptable the numerous claims of medical negligence, improper conduct and unethical behavior of medical and dental practitioners.
The introduction of the practitioner's stamp, name tag, and appropriate professional apparel policy to enforce professional standards and promote easy identification of the various categories of practitioners working within the healthcare space. And the specialist register to ensure that practitioners do not indulge in practice completely outside the area of competence.
With government's Agenda 111 in the offing, Mr. Seini said government remains committed to the construction and equipping of 101 district hospitals, 7 regional hospitals, 2 psychiatric hospitals, and redeveloping the Accra Psychiatric Hospital. The graduates will serve as house officers for 2 years, after which they are free to practice at a place of choice. Sarah Fori, GBC News, Accra.
The Catholic Bishops of Sunyani, Matthew Kwesi Jemfi, says it is a matter of concern that even as more Ghanaians attain high levels of education, it does not seem to have any effects on the ills of Ghanaian society. Speaking at the 4th congregation of the College for Community and Organizational Development CCOD in Sunyani, the bishop urged the CCOD graduates to ensure that they use their qualifications to positively affect the development efforts of Ghana. In all, 107 students graduated in various courses.
The College for Community and Organizational Development, CCOD, is the premium organizational development technical university in Africa. It is affiliated to the UDS and the Global Institute of Organizational Development. It was set up in 2011 with 5 students and currently has a student population of 250. Apart from its main campus in Sunyani, it has satellite campuses in Kumasi, Accra, Takoradi, Wa, and Tamale. Its 4th graduation saw 107 graduates with Bachelor of Science in Organizational Development, Postgraduate Diploma in Organizational Development, and Master of Science in Organizational Development. The Catholic Bishop of Sunyani, Most Reverend Matthew Kwesi Jemfi, was worried that despite the high number of Ghanaians boasting of higher academic laurels, challenges facing the country, like corruption and indiscipline, seems to be worsening.
We can have all the degrees, all the theories, all the things. At best, you stagnate, but there's a danger we may retreat. And I trust we are certain and ethical implications for some of the theories that we take and the focus that you want to develop. I believe you are going to change the nation.
The president of the CCOD, Dr. Gabriel Benaku, urged the new graduates to be authentic ambassadors of the school and bring its positive effects to bear on their institutions and communities.
And we sincerely apologize for loss of sound on portions of the tape. 5 apostles of the Faith Evangelical Mission Worldwide have been ordained and consecrated as bishops to assume full duties in the mission in Accra. The Chief Bishop Frederick France charged the bishops to live exemplary lives worthy of their calling.
It was all joy as the new bishops-elect appeared before the chief bishop to be ordained into high office. The ceremony was also an affirmation of their commitment to deliver on the mandate assigned them by Faith Evangelical Mission Worldwide. Apostle Bobby Harlenikwe, Apostle Stephen Sam, Dr. Daniel Reynold Odamite Abe, Apostle John Stanley Clotte, and Apostle Michael Sakifiu are the 5 newly consecrated bishops. In a sermon, Bishop Dr. Aban encouraged the bishops-elect to have faith in God and stand firm in all their ways, reminding them of the trials and temptations which may arise as a result of the elevation. Speaking with GBC News, the Chief Bishop, Frederick France, explained the significance of the consecration of the apostles.
What we try to do is to reduce the age of the leadership of the church, get very young, vibrant people to move the church forward. And that is what we've started to do. And so in all they do, they have to look up to God. They have to be sure that they are directed by God. They have to rest in the arms and the power of God. Once they do that, the sky will be the limit.
The new bishops accepted their charges before the congregation and pledged to deliver on their mandate to serve the people of God and humanity as a whole.
The Dentra Traditional Council, in collaboration with the Upper Dentra East Municipal Assembly in the Central Region, has led residents in the municipality in a cleanup exercise. The exercise is aimed at cleaning the environment and inculcating the habits of cleanliness in the people.
A large number of residents participated in the cleanup exercise. They desilted choked gutters, weeded and swept the principal streets of Dunkanofin. In an interview with GBC News, the Dentra Abakumahene Nana Jechi Enim III said the exercise is to ensure proper sanitation along the principal streets of Dunkanofin.
4th March, Nanamu will do media Cassia, our traditional cancer. The Nipe Free Chitri Benchaye Ban, Umbabe to say, Inchira, you crono, you are doing it.
The municipal chief executive for Upper Dentra East, Mr. Ebenezer Piaforson, said the cleanup exercise will be a monthly event with the aim of making Dunkanofin the cleanest municipality of the Central Region.
We are doing this to ensure that the municipality is very clean so that we don't record any outbreak of disease or whatsoever. We are encouraging everybody that when we are talking about communal labor, we should all ensure that we all participate so that together we can make our municipality the cleanest in the region.
He urged Ghanaians to commit to making sure that their environments are always clean and advised the people not to dump refuse indiscriminately. Meanwhile, the Assembly member for Ahimfi electoral area, Mrs. Sylvestina Bio, urged all Assembly members in Ghana to encourage their electorate to participate fully in communal labor.
Complications of sickle cell disease include damage to the body organs, tissues and bones. Others are growth retardation and infertility. However, with the advancement in healthcare, some sufferers today, especially in the advanced world, are living a normal life with the condition. However, in sub-Saharan Africa, including Ghana, There are still a number of patients experiencing the extreme complications of the disease. GBC News tells the story of a 34-year-old Faustina whose child lives with the worst forms of sickle cell. The desperate mother questions whether sickle cell anemia is actually a medical condition or a curse.
At birth, she was certified as a normal baby until age 5 when she became paralyzed. Betia was sent to the Kolebu Teaching Hospital and her inability to walk or stand was diagnosed as sickle cell. Betia is 11 years old, but her growth is now stunted. She tells GBC News that there are times when Betia's feet and hands become swollen. She complained of joint pains, experiences some yellowish tint of the eyes, and she then falls on these plants she calls herbs.
We are friends. Okay. What do you do? Okay. Your friend is saying, your friend is saying. Time you. And that's what do you do? Okay.
The land their makeshift structure sits on has been sold to a private developer, and the family have been given 3 months to vacate the land. Currently, 2.5 months have elapsed, and they have still nowhere to go. Genetic disorders, according to the World Health Organization, are very common, and every year a significant number of babies are born with the condition. In Ghana, 2%, about 15,000 of newborns have sickle cell, a disease which has been described as a major contributor to child morbidity and mortality, especially in sub-Saharan Africa. According to the expert, people living with sickle cell could live a normal life once they are on medication and care. However, what is lacking in the case of Betia and the rest of the siblings is the necessary medication and care. And that is why we are asking you to support them. Kindly donate towards Betia's care through MTN Momo account number 0557 337551. Reporting for GBC News, Gifty AJ, Accra.
And no amount is too little. A former Minister for Transport, the late Jifa Ativo, has been laid to rest at her hometown Abutia Teti in the Whole West District of the Volta region. She served as a Deputy Minister for Transport during the late John Evans Atamil's administration and a substantive Minister for Transport during the tenure of former President John Dramani Mahama. Mrs. Jifa Akwativo was born on 22nd February 1956 at Abutia Teti in the Whole West District of the Volta region to Gershon Ajay and Regina Agbo of blessed memory. She was an entrepreneur, politician and a presbyter of the Evangelical Presbyterian Church Ghana. Mrs. Ativo worked with the Bank of Ghana for 27 years in various capacities. She was appointed the Deputy Minister for Transport by the late Professor John Evans Atta Mills when the National Democratic Congress NDC won elections in 2008 and later elevated to be the substantive minister in 2013 when former President John Mahama took office as president. The whole airport, Terminal 3 at the Kotoka International Airport, expansion of the Tema and Takrady harbors, among other transformational projects, are some of her achievements as the Minister for Transport. Her final funeral rite was attended by a delegation from the NDC led by former President John Mahama, other renowned dignitaries in the field of business, media and the clergy. Tributes from families, friends, colleagues, employees described the late Mrs. Ativo as a caring and selfless woman who sought for the welfare of others.
Your favorite thing to say was, when you are doing something, do it well once and for all.
Former President John Mahama, in his tributes, praised Mrs. Ativo for her commitment and hard work towards the progress of the NDC.
As president, I'm called the nation builder because of the infrastructural work that we did in the period that I was president. While I might have crafted the vision, it was people like Jifa Ativo who realized that vision and brought it into practical reality.
The moderator of the General Assembly of the EP Church Ghana, Right Reverend Dr. Lieutenant Colonel Bliss Divine Agbeko, in his sermon lauded Mrs. Ativo for her service and dedication towards the development of the church, saying that she will forever be remembered for her works.
We'll miss her physical presence, but memories of her will continue because her works will attest to that.
The late Mrs. Jifa Aku Ativo is survived by 3 children. If you missed some of the past week's major stories, here is an opportunity to catch up in pictures.